Weber here. Thank you so much for joining me for this full-length Pilates mat class, working our way up to planks. So, I don't need any extra props today, but to begin, we are going to begin lying on our backs. Let's go ahead and bend our feet, just an easy bend. They don't have to be real close to our glute muscles. Just a nice, comfortable position where it's easier for us to find a nice neutral spine with a nice flat sacrum, a slight lift from our back hip all the way to our bottom of our 12th rib. Should feel like our back ribs are sinking into the mat and drawing our ribs together in the front at the same time. Still on our back though, our shoulder blades should be nice and flat and wide against the mat. Go ahead and flip your palms up to the ceiling. Give yourself a little wiggle. See if you can flatten your shoulder blades a little bit more. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. See if that helps. A lot of times what we like to do is lift the shoulder like this. We don't even realize it. See if you can drive that down. Tweeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together ever so gently, but not so much that you flare your ribs on the front. We should feel a nice hollowness from hip to hip on the front of our body. Our belly button should be sinking down to our spine. Our head should be resting gently on the mat. Flip your palms back down. Give me a nice little gentle bend in the elbows, but not by shoving your shoulders up to your ears. Just a gentle bend to the sides of the mat. Inhale, exhale, without shifting anything in your neutral spine. Float your left leg up to tabletop. And exhale to lower. And inhale, float your right leg up. And exhale to lower. Inhale, left leg. Exhale to lower. Inhale, right leg, making sure your hips aren't shifting when you're doing the exercise, and lower. Keep breathing and do the left leg and lower. Imagine that you're lifting from your abs. You're not lifting from the hip, but underneath the ribs, all the way up, is pulling up the leg and lowering it. Now, keep the right leg up and lift the left leg up to reach it, to match it. Float your hands up over your sternum 12th rib towards the ceiling. Flip the palms away from you. Inhale, exhale. Peel the tip top of the head off first, neck, shoulders, draw the ribs to the hips as you reach for the end of the mat, leaving your sacrum really heavy on the mat for a curl up. And lower. And inhale to curl up. Make sure that your belly button is still pulling down. You don't have poochie abs. And exhale to lower. You know when you take a really deep breath and your belly button pops up? That's what we're not looking to happen right now. And lift. And lower. Try to keep a nice continuous curve from the tip top of your head up through your tail. Stay up at the top. Extend your right leg. Pull your left leg in. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left ankle and your right hand to the inside of your knee. I'm not holding on or yanking myself up. Inhale through center tabletop. Exhale to switch. My right hand will go to the outside of my right ankle, and my left hand will go to the inside of my left knee. This, when you put your hands here, it's not to yank yourself up, it's for knee alignment. Good. Let's do one more, and then we're going to stay in curl up. If you need to rest your head and shoulders, you can. Come to tabletop, reach for your ankles. Now inhale for the double leg stretch as you stretch your arms and your legs at the same time. Inhale, exhale your arms to the T, and then when they get to the T, pull everything back into tabletop. Sorry, too far. Inhale to stretch, exhale arms to the T, and then pull in. Inhale, drop those belly buttons. The reason we leave our legs out until our arms hit the T is for the challenge. Last one, best one. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, rest your feet, keep your hands up. We're going to do the hundreds in just a minute. Give your neck a little shake. Good job, guys. We're going to inhale the right leg, inhale the left leg, inhale, exhale to curl up. Hands above the hips, guys. We're going to pulse up today towards the knees, not down to the mat today. So inhale, exhale, extend the legs to working level. Nice, wide, open collarbones, and begin pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One long continuous inhale, and exhale through the mouth as if you're fogging a mirror. continuous curve without crunching all the way through our tailbone. Drop your feet an inch. If you're feeling it in your back, raise your feet up higher. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final set. Stop there. Lower your feet and raise your hands up to the ceiling as you rest your head, neck, and shoulders with control. Stretch your feet out really long. They're in Pilates feet. Our heels are together, our toes are apart. We're really squeezing everything in towards the midline. Fingertips up out of our sternum 12 rib. We have 5 roll-ups coming up, and then we're going into spine stretch and open leg rocker. So, inhale, just like in curl, we're going to begin to peel the head, neck, and shoulders off first. Reach long, long, long energy on the feet. Nice wide open collarbones. Keep a nice continuous curve. Rounding over the legs. Reaching for the end of the mat or the toes. Pulling back on the belly button. Don't collapse over your legs. Really lift up and over as if you're lifting over a barrel. Now, inhale back and exhale up. Now, let's talk about the arms. They're coming up out of the sternum 12th rib right now. We're going to inhale, begin to peel off. Exhale to pull up. When we hit our tailbone, when we're up on top of our tailbone, our arms are going to stay parallel to the mat. As we exhale, reach over our legs. Now, keeping the arms parallel with the mat as we inhale back. When we come over the top of our tailbone, we'll exhale down, and our hands are stuck out of our sternum 12th rib. They're moving with the sternum 12th rib right now. So, inhale up. The reason we're going over this so strongly is to reduce the swinging motion or the use of momentum. And roll up. Let's do one more. Find the space in between each vertebra as you roll down and roll up. Now, inhale, roll up to sitting up tall. Flex your feet in parallel. Separate them a little bit wider than hips distance apart. Hands will stay facing each other. Our palms will stay facing each other. Sit up tall, 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 tall. If you have tight hamstrings and cannot achieve that, feel free to really ground your heels and bend your knees slightly. We're going to inhale, and as we inhale, we're going to begin to look down at our thighs, peeling our head, neck, and shoulders away from the stacked position that they're in. Below the shoulders are still in a stacked bind position. We're going to exhale, rounding over the barrel, just like in roll-up, but in a different body position, in a different movement. And we're going to inhale to pull back to the tips of the shoulder blades, stacking everything below the shoulder blades, and exhale up. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, round over the barrel. Inhale to pull back. Exhale to sit up tall. Squeeze under the arms, tweeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades right between so we can have a nice wide shoulder blades, just like we did in neutral spine. We're in neutral spine and sitting. The problem is that there's no tactical feedback, so it's a little bit more difficult. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more. Try not to shrug your shoulders up as you reach over your legs on this next one. Now, bring your feet together, bend your knees up in a semi-frog position, and scooch your booty to your heels. I'm going to hold on below my ankles on the shin, and I'm going to come to a pointed toe position where my toes are pinpoint or touching in the center, and my heels are apart, my legs are apart. Currently, my legs are wider than my shoulders. When I extend them to the ceiling, holding on right here to my legs, I would like them to be in line with my shoulders. If you are unable to achieve the position where you're holding on to your legs and they are extended in front of you, then it is perfectly acceptable to hold on behind your thigh and lift your knee. Again, I would love it if your knees were in line with your shoulders for this. And squeeze under the arms. Sit up tall, give me a slight tuck in the tail. So, I'm going to be working from here. I have a slight tuck in my tail. I'm going to inhale, roll back with the tips of my shoulder blades. Exhale to roll up. And inhale to roll back. That was slow. Exhale to roll up. Oh my gosh, buddy. There we go. Nice embarrassing exhale. The more embarrassing the exhale, for whatever reason for me, the easier it is to get back up. Sometimes it's a grunty exhale. Now really pull down on the legs to really establish a nice wide shoulder or collarbone, just like you would need for a plank. My shoulders went up really high on that one. That was not good. Belly button to spine, ribs to hips, just like in curl. Here's 8. I lost count, I'm not gonna lie. Here's 9. Guys, let's get one more. And here's 10. Bring the feet back down, touching in the center. Bring your feet together. Roll over to one hip. Come over onto your stomach. We're going to be doing some back extension work. We're going to do swan and single leg kick, and then we're going to go into some bird dog. So, my forehead's rested on the mat. My hands are under my shoulders. My biceps are squeezing my ribs. My elbows are pointing towards my hips. I'm going to squeeze my legs in together in the center, draw my belly button up towards my spine, wrap my ribs together. I'm still tweezing the bottom tips of my shoulder blades so I have a nice wide collarbone. I'm going to inhale, begin with my head, neck, and shoulders first, and belly button to spine, articulate up, 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 up. I should have a continuous line from the tip top of my head out through my toes. It shouldn't be like this, crunching my spine. Now exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. If you feel like you're rounding into your shoulders, you can remedy this by putting more weight in your pinky blade edge. Not like this, but just rounding out a little bit your pinky blade edge. Give it a little bit more weight. It'll help you establish more of a connection in the lats under the arms, and it'll help to pull your shoulders away from your ears. Let's do one more. Come back down. Now slide your forearms forward so you're in a sphinx position where your shoulders stacked over your elbow. I'm still drawing up on my belly button, my ribs are still wrapped, still squeezing my legs to the midline, and now I'm going to imagine that I'm pulling the mat apart with my shoulders. So I was like this, and now I'm like this, but still squeezing the glutes and everything else. Now, make the right leg light. Now flex the foot and pulse it to your glutes. Point the foot and pulse it to your glutes and release. Now the left leg, make it light. Flex the foot and pulse to the glutes. Point the foot and pulse to the glutes and release. If your body's jerking like this, more hamstring, guys. You're jerking your leg, you need more hamstring. Right leg, make it light, and flex, and point, and release. You should be looking somewhere to the end of the mat or in front of your fingertips. You shouldn't be staring at the wall in front of you. That is crunching your spine. One more time to each side. Right leg, and flex, and point, and release. Left leg, and flex, and point, and release. Now, press yourself back to a child's pose. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. Now press yourself up to a bird dog position. My hands or my wrists are underneath my shoulders. My knees are underneath my hips, but my legs are squeezed together. I'm going to come forward just a little bit so my foot doesn't slide off the mat. If you are suffering from wrist issues, try to tent your hands a little bit. Put more weight in the pads of your fingers. Or come up to a fist. So, I'm going to do my right leg first. I'm going to pop my toe on my right leg. I'm going to make that knee just a little light. I'm not going to crank my hip all the way to the side. But I'm going to lift my foot up with a 90-degree bend in a donkey kick position and lower back down. I want to keep square hips the whole time. If I want to lift my leg real high and I go like this, that's not what we're going for here, right? Or this, also not what we're going for. If you're feeling it in your back, you're not maintaining a neutral spine. Let's do one more here. Good. Now keep the foot down and press back through the ball of the foot all the way back so that you're in a half plank position. Now come back in. Now as we do this, rotate the inner aspects of the elbow to the end of the mat. Really drive the shoulder blades down the back. Here's 3. You should be looking down at your mat again. Here's 4, and pull it back in with the hamstrings, glutes. Good. Stay there. Point the foot all the way. Now bring it up and lower. Go ahead and take a look at your hips. Make sure they're square. Make sure that you're not pressing your weight all the way to the left hip. Really square that hip over the knee. Here's 4. It should be a lot more work in your standing leg or your left leg than your right leg. Here's 9. And 10, stay up at the top. Now go out to the side and back behind. And out and back. It should really feel like a lot of work on that left leg now. Belly button to spine, draw the ribs together, pull apart the mat with your hands, just like we did for single leg kick. Good. 9, 10, stay up at the top and pulse up with your glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 small circles in each direction from the glutes. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Stack that weight right over, hip over knee, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap the toe down, draw it back in. Now come onto the fists. Give your wrists a break. Pull apart the mat. We're going to cat-cow 3 times. Pull it up, 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 up. Looking at your thighs. And exhale down. Drive your necklace or your sternum area or your collarbones through your arms. Don't look up, right? You're going to crunch your neck. Inhale, pull up. Exhale down. Still squeezing under the arms. Let's do one more. Good. Let's come back down onto our hands. If we so choose to, we're going to do the series on the other side now. Rotate those inner aspects of the elbows down towards the end of the mat. Pull the mat apart. Pop that toe so you have a flexed foot. Make the knee light. We're going to donkey kick for 5. Go ahead and look down and make sure your hips are square. Go ahead and make sure that that right knee, the weight stacked over the knee, hip over knee. Good. Now, bring the foot back down. Now press back through the ball of the foot and pull. And press and pull. 3, 4. One more. Stay back there. Point the foot. Now, don't break in the back and lift it up with the glutes and lower. Glutes and hamstring. Just go ahead and check. Make sure that your weight's over your knee. And that your hips are square. Here's 5. Pull that mat apart. Squeeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. 7, 8. Get that weight centered over the knee, at the hip over the knee. Now go out to the side and pull it back. If you have knee problems and would like a pad for under your knee, that is always an option, right? Here's 6. 7, 8, here's 9, the second side's always the hardest, and 10, and now pulse up, 2, 3, 4, 5, belly button to spine, 2, 1, 10 small circles in each direction, stack that hip over the knee, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw the knee, tap the toe, draw the knee back in. Separate the knees, toes together, knees apart. Press back into a child's pose. Reach long, long, long to really stretch those lats or the muscles under the arms that feel tight. Now, without moving your hips, walk your hands to the right side of the mat. You can hold on to your left arm with the right hand and pull that arm a little longer. And pull, come back through center. Walk the arms to the left side. Take your left hand if you like. Hold on to your right wrist and pull that arm a little bit longer. Come back to the center. Walk yourself up to stand tall. Articulate up, 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 up. Guys, we are going to do neck pull, elbow to knee, and we're going to do some side leg kicks on the elbow or on the forearm. So let's go ahead and begin with neck pull. With neck pull, Our heels are separated gently, not as wide as saw or spine stretch, which we just did, just a little bit. So our heels are right underneath our sits bones. If we have trouble with our hands right behind our head, we can take our fingers and tap our middle fingers in the center of our third eye. So, but I'm going to interlace my fingers at the base of my skull, and my thumbs are going to be long down my neck. I'm going to pull up, 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 and draw my shoulder blades down. So I'm feeling as if there's space in between each vertebra. From here, I'm going to inhale as I begin to flat back, hinge back. When my legs begin to come light, I'm going to tuck my tail and articulate down to the mat. From there, we're going to inhale, round back, roll up over my legs, and lift up into a flat back hinge forward. And sit up tall on the inhale, and lean back. And exhale, tuck my tail, articulate down, my legs become light. Inhale, flex those feet strongly, bringing the big toe over the knee. Flat back hinge, sit up tall. We only have 3 more, guys. Draw those ribs together. And now if I want to do it with my fingers in between my third eye, I'm going to lean back. Exhale, tuck my tail, roll down. If you're winging your arms together to come back, this is a good position for you to try. Better we work here than we wing our arms together. Let's do one more here, or I will. You work where it's best for you. Don't reach your arms off. Reach forward, forward, forward. Flat back, hinge up. Sit up tall. One more. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, tuck the tail, articulate down. Inhale, articulate off the mat, rounding over the legs. Inhale to sit up tall. And exhale up all the way. Now, leave your head in your hands. Tuck the tail, articulate down to the mat. Ooh, I'm going to scooch down a little bit. I was real close to the edge, right? I'm going to walk my feet together, bend my knees in. Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Make that head heavy in the hands. Bring the elbows up into the periphery. Inhale, exhale, curl up. You should feel like I'm holding my head with my abs. Now I'm going to rotate to the right and extend the left leg. As I come back to center and pull the left leg back in, I'm going to rotate to the left and extend the right leg. I'm not moving the leg that I am bending towards and back to center. Instead of bending away from your body, imagine you're on a rotisserie spin and just rotate to the side of that rotisserie spin. Gross, yes, but it helps to keep that back hip down. The rotation should come from the belly button or above, the belly button and above. It should really keep the bottom half of the body stable. Come back to center. Rest one foot, rest the other foot, rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Rest your hands by your side. Separate your feet the width of the mat without lifting a hip. Just gently windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Just a gentle little release for the hips. We're not cranking the body from side to center necessarily. Lifting a hip. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Now, roll over to the right side. If you have shoulder issues, you will do the same thing on both sides. You will rest your body on the mat, bring your arm back. And so you're resting your head on your, mine rests more on my forearm. I don't want you bringing it forward like this, crunching your spine, right? Look straight ahead. If you don't have any issues like that, we're going to bring our shoulder directly underneath, directly over our elbow. Lift up out of your side closest to the mat. Flex both feet. Belly button to spine, wrap the ribs, stack the hips, float that top leg up to hip height. Point it, bring it forward, flex it, and pull it back. Using your glutes, you'll pull the leg just right behind you. Odds are it's not going to come further than toe to heel in space. Point it forward and flex it back. If you feel yourself going like this or rocking around, you're going too far for your body today. You're not incorporating the proper muscles. And if that's the case, just stop when your legs are stacked together instead of trying to bring it behind you. And that way, you won't be hurting anything in your spine or causing, discomfort later. Here's 6. Lift up out of your side, close to this mat. Squeeze under the arm. Let's do 2 more. I like my hand on my hip because then it doesn't cause me rounding forward. If you have a mirror, go ahead and take a look at it. Make sure you're stacked. 1 more. Now, stack your feet, turn it out to Pilates feet. Point your feet. And now leg up and down. Don't sink in your shoulder when you lift. Just find that nice crease and uncrease at the hip flexor. 5, 6. If you like to go like this. Try not to round forward though, right? I know sometimes the arm can get in the way when you're kicking. Now leave the foot separated, the top leg hip height. Leave it turned up. And let's do 10 small circles in each direction from a side position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, come down onto your back. We're going to do teaser. Arms up to the ceiling, coming out of your sternum 12 rib. With your palms up, reach the arms to a T on the X. Inhale. Begin to articulate up, squeezing the pinky blade edge in towards the hips, and articulate up, 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 up in a serving position in a teaser. Now, keeping the eyes in line with the toes, tuck your tail, begin to articulate down to the mat. Eyes along with toes, eyes along with toes. Toes and head should hit at the same time, or feet and head. If this is not a move that is obtainable for you today, start with your feet bent and bring your legs to tabletop, and then try to lower your feet and toes at the same time again. We're going to inhale our arms wide, and I will do the knees bent. Exhale, begin to float your legs up. Now while we're here, we're going to circle our arms away from our legs for 1, and 2, and 3. Try to still keep a flat back if your knees are bent. 1, and 2, and 3. Now keep the eyes in line with the toes as you begin to articulate down, 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 down. I'm going to stretch out my legs for our last one. Inhale the arms wide to a T. Squeeze under the arms, palms up. So we really have a nice wide collarbone right now. And begin to articulate up, up, up. Now lower the feet an inch and lift them an inch. No movement in your upper body. 1 more. Now, eyes in line with toes, guys. No collapsing around here, right? Now, if you so choose to, you can just roll to your left side. I'm going to turn around so I can face the camera. Again, guys, if you have shoulder issues, please bring your arm down. Keep your head in line with your tail, at least, if not all the way down through your toes, and look straight ahead. If you don't have any shoulder issues, stack your shoulder over your elbow. I like my palm down. Sometimes I have the tendency to grab onto the side, so I might do funny things with my hands because I don't like doing that. But palm down, squeeze under the arm, lift up out of your side, close the system at belly button to spine, wrap the ribs, flex the feet, float the top foot up to hip height. I like my hand on my hip for this first move. I'm going to bring it forward by creasing at the hip, flex my foot, pull it back. When my feet are stacked, my glutes are going to take over and pull my foot behind me. Really draw my belly button to the spine. Again, guys, if you find your body crunching, doing crazy things when you're bringing your foot around, you're trying to make the movement too big for your body today. And that's no problem. Let's make the movement smaller. And when we bring our foot back, just stack your feet over feet for right now. Not every day is the day to make the movement big. Here's 7 and 8. Good. Sorry, my elbow feels funny. Here's 9. There we go. Sorry. Make adjustments as you need to, right? And 10. Stack your feet. Turn it out to Pilates feet. Point the toe. Squeeze the glute strongly. Float the top foot up to hip height. Again, guys, you can bring your hand down. Don't round in on your shoulders, though. Kick it up and lower it down. And 2. Don't sink in your shoulder when you kick. Really lift up the whole time. It should be a crease and an uncrease in the hip flexor. You should feel a strong connection in the bottom leg to the mat. I'm really squeezing the glute in the bottom leg to maintain my position right now. 8, 9, and 10. Bring that foot to hip height. Now, in a turned out position, we're going to do 10 small circles in each direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the foot, come down to the mat, come down on to your back. We are going to walk the heels in close to the glutes this time because we are going to be doing some bridge work. We want to make sure that we have nice wide collarbones for this bridge work. So what we're really focusing here in terms of the plank is keeping a nice wide collarbone and not crunching in. So you're going to inhale, exhale. We're going to do the articulation bridge. In for the spine, tuck the tail, articulate up. Really try to find that stretch across the hip flexors here. Squeeze the glutes. Don't flare the ribs to get up. And articulate down, 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 down. Now inhale, in front of the spine, tuck the tail, articulate and lift. Bend the right leg to tabletop. Extend it to the ceiling. Lower the leg till they're thigh to thigh and lift it back up. Really squeeze in on this left glute. Bend the knee and lower that foot. Now bring the left foot up, don't lower the body. This will look very similar to a move that we'll do in a little bit, but not quite, but just a little bit, right? This may be a beginner move for that. And lower the foot down. Now articulate down. I'll tell you when that exercise is. Inhale, exhale, imprint the spine, tuck the tail, articulate up. Make sure that you still have that nice rib connection. Right knee to tabletop and lift. Now bring it to right in front of the nose, to the shoulder. So in the body, away from the body. In the body, away from the body. Back to center, bend the knee, lower the foot, left foot. Really establish that glute connection so that you're not arching. Go to the shoulder, whoopsies, and the nose. Opposite way, nose. Come back to center, bend the knee, lower the foot, articulate down. Let's get ready for circles. Guys, we have a lot of bridges today. It's going to be fun, I promise. Try to walk your feet a little bit closer together. Just as a challenge. Exhale, imprint the spine, tuck the tail, articulate up, up, up. Bend the right knee in, lift the foot up, and circle the foot in medium circles for 1 and 2. Don't let the standing leg wobble around, and reverse for 3. Really platform through those shoulder blades right now. Bend the knee, come back down, establish that right leg, left leg to tabletop and lift. Now circle for 1, medium circles 2. Don't make sure that right leg's not moving. 1, 2, 3, bend the knee, lower the foot, articulate down, down, down. 1 more bridge exercise, guys, okay? In front of the spine, tuck the tail, articulate up, right leg in, lift it up. Now lower the hips down, everything will touch at once, and drive the foot up as if it's a spike going to the ceiling. And drive the foot down, and drive it up. And lower, and drive that spike to the ceiling. Bend the knee, place the foot down, left knee to tabletop, extend it straight up to the ceiling. Lower down and drive it up. Don't flare the ribs. We're using the right glute to get it up. Bend the knee, lower the foot down, articulate down, legs up to the ceiling, no tucking. Inhale, exhale, curl up. We're gonna do scissors. We're gonna pulse the leg. Bring the foot to you, don't reach up to the leg. Left leg reaches away, grab the right leg and pulse. Switch, grab the left leg, pulse. Grab the right leg, pulse. Try to keep both hips down the whole time. 3, 4, we're only going to 5. 5. Legs up to the ceiling, rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Now reach your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers behind your head, just like we did at the base of the skull for neck pull and elbow to knee. Thumbs long down the neck. Inhale, exhale. Curl up, head heavy in the hands. Flex the feet, lower the feet for 1, 2, 3 inches. Point them and lift them back up slow with control. Now flex the feet and lower 1, 2, 3. Curl up deeper, point and lift. Flex and lower 1, 2, 3. Point and lift. Your chin should not be crunched to your chest. 1, 2, 3. Point and lift. And flex and go. 1, 2, 3. Point and lift. Bend the knees into tabletop. Rest the feet down. Press the head, neck, and shoulders down. We're going to roll into a child's pose position again. So we're going to be getting into a plank. This is one of my favorite ways to get into a plank. Sorry guys, my barrettes keep falling out of the back of my hair. So I'm going to press into a plank. I'm going to reach long, long, long. And if I do this properly, then when I press out of my child's pose position into a plank position by lifting up and over, it's more of a lift up and over, but not like an up, up. It's more of like a whoop, more of like driving forward into a plank position. I should be on the balls of my feet in a Pilates V position on my toes. Okay, so I'm going to be turned out. I've tucked my toes. I'm sitting back on my toes. I'm reaching forward, forward, forward. Inhale, exhale, and drive it forward. See how I might have to adjust a little bit, right? Now flex the feet back. Your arms will, or your shoulders will go away from your wrists. And when I point my feet again, my shoulders will drive over my wrists. Now flex the feet or sawing the arms and come forward. Let's do one more. Pull apart the mat as we do it. Now give me a slight tuck in the tail so we're not swaying in our back, right? Now lift the right foot up. Now flex both feet and point both feet. The right foot is in a Pilates V position as well, even though it's floated off the mat. Lower that foot down. Left foot up and flex both feet. Again, guys, if you need to be doing this on your fists, you should be. Lower the foot down. Now, I'm going to walk my left hand towards my right hand, and I'm going to begin to come to the side plank, but I'm going to flip over onto my back. If I'm not able to do this, to get into leg pull, I'm going to come down. I'm going to flip over to my high knee. I'm going to place my fingertips right behind my glutes, and I'm going to lift up. Great. So, really tweeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Draw the belly button to the spine. This might not be for everyone. You can skip this and find a stretchy leg. Now lift the right foot and flex to lower. Lift left foot and flex to lower. Point to lift right foot, flex to lower. Go ahead and take a look in the mirror. Make sure that if you have a mirror, to make sure that your positioning is in line. Lower the foot. Slide the glutes back to the hands. That is one that is challenging to call out. Now, I'm going to separate my feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Flex my toes strongly so my big toe is tracking over my knee. I'm going to sit up tall, tall, tall. Bring my hands forward, out to the side. Give myself some nice weight in my pinky blade edge to really open up the collarbone and tweeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Pull the shoulders away from the ears by engaging under the arms. My arms from my periphery. I'm going to rotate to the left and dive down and articulate just off my baby toe. This is a heavy articulation move. Come back to center. I'm going to rotate to the right. Or I should say we're doing this as a heavy articulation move. And to the left. Think of spine stretch, but with the rotation here. One more to each side. And come back to center. Now, we have one final plank series to do. Again, guys, try to put more weight in the pad of your hand so you don't feel as much breaking in the wrist, or do it on your fist. We're going to be doing some side planks and ending with just 3 push-ups, guys, just 3. My push-ups, they're not good. So nobody should feel weird about their push-ups. We're all going to do push-ups together. I'm going to tuck my toes, come back into a child's pose. Reach out long, 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 long in front of me. Inhale, exhale, press through center. Pull apart that mat, slight tuck in the tail, really opening up those shoulder blades. We're still holding. I know we're holding. We're almost there. Good. Now walk the right hand to the left hand in the center of your body and rotate to the left. Left arm long down your side. Stack the legs if you're able to. Now arm and leg will float up at the same time. Squeeze under the arm. Float the leg up and lower. Now float the leg and arm up all in parallel. One more. Now, bring the top leg tandem, that means toe to heel, with the other foot. Rotate the upper body down. Bring the left hand down. Bring the right hand back out. You're in a plank. We're not holding. Almost there. Look right in the mirror. Make sure your shoulders look nice and flat and wide. And walk the left hand to the right hand in the center. Come to the right side. Stack the feet if you're able to. Squeeze under the arm. Lift up out your side. Close to this mat. Now lift arm and leg. And lower. And arm and leg. And lower. Let's do one more. Woo. Now bring the feet tandem. Heel to toe. Rotate the upper body. Bring the right hand down. And bring the left hand out. We're in a Pilates V position. We're going to do 3 tricep push-ups. So the shoulders, the elbows are going to go to the hips and lift up. And go to the hips, go a little lower. And one more, go a little lower. Bend the knees down. Press back into a child's pose. Planks are really hard, and so are push-ups. I admire all the people that are like, I'm going to get a push-up. Anyways, we're going to articulate up, 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 up. Just sitting up tall. I'm going to face the camera. I'm going to sit on my toes. So my toes are tucked. I'm sitting back on my heels. It's a nice stretch for the foot. All right, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to bring it into a serving position. Like, here you go, have a cookie. I'm going to take my fingers with my left hand and pull them down towards my knee. Try to drop that shoulder. Now take that hand and flip the palm down and pull the fingertips back to the shoulder. Like, stop. Now bring the palm down again, but pull the fingers down towards the knees. Now, would you like a cookie? Palm up, pull the fingers down towards the knee, drop that shoulder. I want to bring that shoulder every time we do that move. Flip the palm down, bring the fingers up, pull them back to the shoulder. Palm down, pull the fingers back. So stretch out the top of the wrist. Good, guys. Let's take a nice deep breath. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for that class. I find planks very challenging. It's always nice to go back to it, set up the body right, get really ready for that plank, really pulling everything apart, getting everything all warmed up. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.